Good evening. So we're going to begin with 3 early French songs. They were arranged by a Scandinavian composer named Dormsgaard, who lived in the 20th century. And a lot of 20th century music can be rather strange, but this is not at all. It's very charming, very French. The songs are from the medieval era, but they don't sound strange at all, I think because they are folk songs and dances. This first one, Cachez vos yeux, is about beautiful eyes and how intoxicating a glance from a pair of beautiful eyes can be. Which is a dance, which has a lovely, buoyant quality, and it makes it quite easy to sing. It feels good in the voice. I love singing dances. The text in this one is talking about a lake that is as smooth as a mirror and all the lovely images that are reflected in that lake.
Réfléchis les
little set is about two of my favorite things, love and flowers. So it's saying that my love is in this garden, and this garden has every kind of wonderful flower. It's a wonderful image.
By Franz Schubert, a late classical, early romantic composer. Einsamkeit is German for lonely or solitude. The piece is just as is lonely, and is talking about how a person is comparing their walk on their path of life to how clouds just drift by, and everyone else seems happy and lovely, yet you are just slowly trudging along. Einsamkeit.
Oh
German. Something that I would like to share is that these composers that were composing song, lieder, this is meant for a room certainly no larger than this, one singer, one piano. They were very concerned with the text being important. That's not always the case. In something like opera, the beauty of the voice is the most important thing, and the composer really isn't that worried about whether the text is understood. But in this style of music, the meaning of the words is very important, and he wants the text, or he or she, the composer wants the text to be understood. And they have two different ways of bringing across that meaning. You've got the performer's voice, and of course, whatever acting ability the singer has, but the composer also has the piano as an expressive instrument. And in this particular style, the voice and the piano are equal partners. So I'm very lucky to have a very capable pianist in Patty as a partner. And it makes what I need to do much more satisfying and much easier as well. So as we're listening to these three songs, I invite you to not just listen to me as the singer, but also listen to what she has in the piano, because it's often very interesting. This first one is, well, you'll see it's very playful, a lighthearted approach to love. You know, the dew doesn't ask permission from the rose doesn't say, "Do you love me?" They just kiss. Would that it were always like that. An jedem Abend geh ich aufs Hinauf den Wiesensteg. Sie schaut aus ihrem Garten, ob sie steht an der Weg. Wir haben uns auch nie bestellt, es ist nur so die Luft der Welt. Es ist nur so die Luft der Welt. Ich weiß nicht, wie es so geschah, seit langem küssen sie. Sie bittet nicht, sie sagt nicht ja, doch sagt sie nein noch nie. Wenn Limmergern auf Limmerrot, wir hängen uns nicht, uns geht es gut. Das Lüftchen mit der Rose spielt, es brennt nicht, hast weg nie. Das Röschen singt am Taue, könnte es auch nicht lange gehen. Ich liebe sie, sie liebt mich, doch keines sagt, ich liebe dich. Doch keines sagt, ich liebe dich. This one sort of reminds me of that little saying, you know, well, where did you hear that? Oh, a little bird told me so-and-so. This bird doesn't say anything. Keeps the secret. And you'll hear this, this lovely little bird call. You'll hear the melody on the piano. Mit This one's intense. A dream come true, basically. It's spring, everything's wonderful, very passionate. This is really high romantic leader in the small R being about love, and also the capital R, romantic, of being about emotion and intensity. And
next to the Messiah. What is there to say about it? Choir members know very well how taxing this can be, but it's great music. Handel he has a way, he's a Baroque composer, he has a way of really highlighting as many aspects of the voice as possible. The light, fluffy, and also the heavy, visceral, powerful. Comfort ye, my people.
The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be exalted, shall be exalted, shall be exalted, shall be exalted.
got to do a little stage setup.
So if you know any Irish folk songs at all, you probably know these three. I think the only one that I would say is probably more popular than these three would be Danny Boy. But after Danny Boy, it would be these three. And what I think is so interesting about what John Corigliano, the composer, does with these tunes is that he keeps the tunes intact. I'm singing the tunes as they are. But then he adds the flute, and it's such an interesting timbre, it's such a sympathetic timbre to have with a soprano voice or a tenor voice. It feels really good to sing with a flute. What he does that's so interesting about this piece is that, so music is based on patterns, right? And even if you're not a musician, you still have expectations because you've grown up and had your whole life listening to music that follows those particular patterns. What he does is my part is following a certain pattern, but the flute part is following a different pattern in parallel. So some of the harmonies that happen aren't what we expect. And when a composer goes out of what we expect, sometimes that can really set our teeth on edge. Sometimes it can make us listen more closely and make us interested in what's going to happen next. And I think that that's what Corigliano has done with these settings. We know these tunes so well, but he's brought something new to it and made us listen with fresh ears. And that's all I'm going to say about these because these work really well as a little package of songs. So you're going to hear all three of them together as a group.
She passed the Sally
These next couple of pieces are a couple of my favorites. Samuel Barber, he is an American composer with a Presbyterian background. The hermit songs are actually poems from the 14th century monks. They're very religious based and rooted, but they also focus on the contrast of the monk life, like the solitude and the community, or the faith and the doubt. With these two pieces, the crucifixion and sea snatch, you will see that the words are very important, but the accompaniment is very important. They work together to tell the story. Barber, if I would have run across any of his music before my senior year, I would have left it where I found it. But because when you're looking at it, it's a pain, kind of a pain to watch. There's no time signature. There are bar lines in places where there should not be, and then there's imaginary bar lines that are dotted where the other one is but yours isn't. And yeah, it's just a lot, but they're beautiful. They're very beautiful. They tell stories. The Sea Snatch, there's no way you will not understand what that story is. It's Sea Snatch. The accompaniment is the ocean. And I'm telling the story of what I actually what I was actually enduring on that ride, and the crucifixion speaks for itself.
Swallow
the Lord's Prayer, and you'll love these two singing that. And then please join us for Deborah's homemade peach cobbler and ice cream. And also, all of these performers tonight teach in the School of Music. So talk to me if you want to sign up right away for lessons. And thank you so much for coming.